Hi guys, so today I'll be showing you how to run diagnostic on your BMW F10. So I have this cable connected right here, as you can see on the OBD port. What you need to do is you're gonna make sure the power is on, and once the power is on, that's when you're gonna see the connection, the computer connected. So if you see this triangle, that is completely fine, and you're going to run the software. And once you're in the software and you have that this thing like this, that means it is connected at least through the Ethernet. And we're going to go into operation and then read out vehicle, and then you're going to click onto, well, let me scroll this up a little bit. Oops. This complete identification. Click onto that and let it run. So in my case, this complete was kind of hidden behind this bar, but at least it was clickable. So I did that. And once you do this, you're going to see something like this. So we're going to click onto your car. So this is my car. And you click on to set up connection. And now it's going to start reading out the information from the car. And this may take a little bit, which is completely fine. So this is, now it's reading the fault memory. Just let it read. And I do have an engine light on my car, so I'm going to read that fault memory and try to find out what exactly is happening. And in this entire process, make sure your computer, your car is running, and your computer is plugged into a charge or something, so you don't run out of battery. At the very bottom, it shows you fault memory. How many fault memory do you have? And in my case, I have 5 fault memories. Okay, so now I'm going to get this error. This is because there is another file that is I'm supposed to have on my computer, which is required to run the full diagnostic, which I don't. But I don't really need that at this time, so it's gonna just read out and tell me exactly what it is. Now over here at the very bottom, it says display fault memory, and it kind of shows grayed out, but it's only because my bottom taskbar is, you can remove it, and there you go. Now you see this display fault memory. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on display fault memory, and here's what these are the errors that I see. So intake absolute pressure, charging pressure control, possible pressure too low, fuel tank ventilation system. So all these are errors, but I'm going to go ahead and show you how to delete fault memory. And there's this icon right here which will clear out the entire fault memory, and these are the mileage. This shows at what mileage on the car the fault memory came in. But I'm going to go ahead and delete all that fault memory and click yes. And during that time, you will see the car kind of turns off, and you'll see a changeover, and it's completely fine for the car to turn off completely and kind of come back on like itself. That's just an indication that the computer is kind of deleting the fault memory. Guys, at this particular time, make sure you don't lose communication to the car. Make sure your cable is plugged in, your computer don't die, and things like that, because you don't want to cause any harm to the vehicle, because right now it's kind of going and talking and communicating with the computer and deleting stuff from there that is not required. So now, as you can see, everything is green and there is a 0 fault memory. Now, once you have that, if you do have the full software, with that right application, you can run the start vehicle test. In my case, it's not going to work, but there are a lot of different options in this ISTA Plus. I'll try to make videos and cover it up. So stay tuned on my channel, and hopefully you like the video. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.